Hello, everybody. Okay, so I think I finally figured out how to foil the waste or the excess foil. So we're going to do that real quick. So I will wait a second so you can get your pen and paper because you're going to write this sandwich down. While we are waiting for that, I wanted to show you I did get my new dies in the mail today. I'm still waiting for my paper foils. So I got this one, which is Happy Birthday, which foils like this. So pretty. Okay, so that's the Happy Birthday. And then I didn't open these yet, but these all came as a set. Congratulations, Celebrate, and Party. And if anybody bought the set with the stag head and doesn't want the stag head, I will be happy to buy that off of you. I didn't want to buy the whole set. I just wanted the stag head. Or I'd be willing to trade something, if you want to trade something. Okay, so I was playing around with the Go Press and Foil machine, and I will link that video. But basically, my conclusions were, if you don't want to watch that, is I didn't like the machine. I didn't like it when I bought it. I should have returned it, but I didn't return it, thinking I would use it someday. And it's been sitting in the box for a year, and I did a couple things to compare it to the Gemini Foilpress. In my opinion, the Gemini Foilpress is a far superior machine, but more importantly, it's just easier to use when you have the Gemini Junior. The Go Press machine is made for the Cuttlebug. I don't have a Cuttlebug, so there's a lot of extra things that I feel like is just cumbersome and in the way to do with the Go Press. Now, the Go Press does do the Toto plates, which are not recommended in this one, so I did show doing the Toto plates, which, it's okay. I don't have enough Toto plates to make it worth it. But I think this machine has more pluses than the Go Press and Foil. So anyway, one of the things I did was I did embossing folders. Now, I have not worked out embossing folders for this yet without causing any damage, so I'm going to work on it without causing any damage to our foil press machine or our Gemini machine. But this is what I did with the Go Press, and you can see it left a couple of blank spots, but ultimately, yes, it did foil the embossing folder. This was the waste, and I got the waste to stick. So here we go. Remember this guy. So I did this on the Go Press and Foil. So the Gemini Crafter's Companion foil press items will work on the Go Press machine. So this I did. I mean, it's not, there's a couple spots that aren't as nicely foiled, but I'm not really going to pick at it. Again, if you have the Go Press machine, I'm not trying to make you go out and buy another machine. Use what you have. So I have my sandwich here. Okay, so first thing you want to do is heat your machine up to medium. Medium, and we want our timer on 45 seconds. Then I wrote down the directions, so I'm going to read them to you. You want to put your foil down. So we have our waste foil, shiny side down. Shiny side down. Okay, we're working from the bottom up. Then we're going to put the paper that we want to foil on there. So this is our foiling piece. Okay. Now, here is where you're going to need a little bit of pressure. So I just have a regular piece of cardstock folded in half. This is what I'm calling my cardstock shim. Okay? So we're putting that in there. Then you want your magnetic plate from your Gemini Junior. As you can see, mine has been used a lot for foiling, which is okay. So you want your magnetic plate, and you want everything past this line here. You don't want anything up above that line. All right? And then we want our top plate. Now, this is the first time I'm doing this, so cross your fingers. We are doing medium heat, 45 seconds. Hit start. I have my Gemini Junior off to the side. I'm not going to pull that into frame. We are going to try one more experiment with this method, which was asked for by one of you on my YouTube. Let me look it up quick. Since we have a few seconds here. I learned so much from you guys. and the questions that you ask. So I really appreciate when you guys give me comments. I will look up who asked the question, but someone said that Sarah had done a foil die cut and they wanted to know how the foil die cut. So we're going to do that as well, which I think is the same method. All right, now we're going to run it through our Gemini Junior. Okay. Cross your fingers. You guys know I have been trying to get this waist thing down. And the first problem I had was I wasn't using my magnetic shim. And then it just went downhill from there. Okay. So this is the waist. Right? Find the corner. Ta-da! Look at that. It all came off. It all came off. So now we know how to foil the waist. Yay! All right. Write it down. Ready? Okay, so first thing, you can pause this and write it down. So in order to do waist and paper die cuts, you want to put your foil shiny side down. Do you want me to write that down? Let's see here. Shiny side down. So first is foil shiny side down. Then we want our paper. In fact, let's do another live example here. I will leave this up so you guys can look at that while I get our other example here, because I know exactly what I want to do. I have a beautiful die cut that we're going to foil. And I forget who asked me, but someone did ask me because Sarah showed a die cut. So we're going to do it. All right. So foil, shiny side down, the paper you want to foil, your cardstock shim. I put 2 on there because mine's folded in half. Magnetic shim, top plate, medium, 45 seconds. Okay? Got it? All right. So I showed you guys before this beautiful Crafter's Companion die. This is very beautiful. It is called the Contemporary Tree die. This is a regular die. So when you cut this die out, it's going to look like this. Beautiful, beautiful tree die, right? Okay. So if you wanted to foil it, this is what it would look like. Beautiful foiled tree die. Okay. The question one of you guys asked was, how do I get this foiled? How do I get that whole thing foiled? So I would have said turn the die over. But if you turn the die over, there are these heavy spots which would be thick and blotchy and would not be very pretty foiled. So how do we get it foiled? You foil the die cut. So how you foil the die cut is exactly what we just did. We're going to take a piece of foil. Look, this is the end of the roll, guys. I am now out of this paper foil. It's the end of the roll there. Okay, now I'm just going to cut this excess off. So following the instructions I just gave you, what's the first thing we're supposed to put down on the sandwich? Foil, shiny side down. Correct. The next thing we're supposed to put on the sandwich, the paper we want to foil. We're going to foil this die cut. Okay, you want the die cut foiled, that's how you get the die cut foiled. Okay, next you're going to put your cardstock shim. So I have my cardstock shim, which is just a piece of paper folded in half. Okay, next we're going to put our magnetic shim. Magnetic shim came with our Gemini Junior. It doesn't matter which way you put it down. Last but not least is our top plate. Medium setting, 45 seconds. Let's hit start. Okay? Write it down. So this is to foil the waist and also to foil your paper die cuts. The one that Sarah sampled was a happy birthday die. I really need to give credit where it's due. Obviously, again, Sarah demonstrated it. And I can't find the person who asked me the question. I'm finding it here. Oh, time's up. I'm going to run it through. I will find the person who asked me the question so they can have credit. But they said, how do you foil the die cuts? Because Sarah did it. So this is how she did it. Okay, now you're going to pull your top layer of your foil off. And it has all transferred to the paper. And not only did it all transfer to the paper, but it transferred to the die cut. Beautifully foiled die cut. So, for all of those intricate dies that you already have in your stash, there are, you can do a regular die cut of it. You can foil it, or you can foil your die cut. How beautiful is that? So I don't have to have mirror card in stock. I can just foil it if I have foil. So for those of you that have dies that cut out, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, congratulations. If you don't have the hot foil dies, you can cut out dies and you can foil your dies. You don't need any special toner or anything. Just need to have that sandwich configuration. How does that look? So I want to thank the person who asked me the question, because there it is, how to foil your waist. So we have the original and the waist. So we're going to get 2 cards out of it. We're not wasting any of our foil. We have the positive and the negative. And then again, we have foiling with our regular dies, and then we have foiling the die cuts. So there you go, guys. I think this video has been the most helpful video and the shortest video that I have done with the Gemini Foilpress. But I'm so glad we finally got that sandwich down, because it was driving me nuts. So I want to thank you for asking the questions down below. Any questions that you have, let me see if I can, one more place I want to check for the comment here. But my Wi-Fi is super slow. But any questions or comments you have, post them down below. When we get to 5,000 subscribers, I'm definitely going to do a giveaway. And if you're not a subscriber, you're going to click on the button right here, and you can subscribe. And if you click the bell, anytime I post a new video, you will get a notification. Okay, Paw Prince. Paw Prince is the one who said, when Sarah demoed at HSN, she foiled a die cut. Can you do that? This is what I'm doing for you, Paw Prince. Paw Prince, I would also like to mail you a card for asking me that question and for helping me find a way to answer it for you. So, Paw Prince, if you can please send me your address, I would like to mail you a card. You can email me at nancystamps15@gmail.com. nancystamps15@gmail.com. Paw Prince, if you could do that, I would love to mail you a card for asking that question and for helping us have something else to demonstrate with this machine. Okay, guys, that's all I have for right now. Thanks for watching, and keep on stamping. Give this video 2 thumbs if you liked it.